Down the street, Meyer Foods is a proud sponsor of local sports teams across the Midwest and also this state tournament. Whenever you shop Meyer, you help support your community, including local sports teams, museums, food pantries, and more. You support the biggest of games to the littlest of games and hundreds of local sports teams across Wisconsin. And welcome to Wildwood Park and the 2022 U19 American Legion State Tournament. This evening's game features the visiting team Eau Claire, coached by Mike Faunus, versus Sheboygan, coached by Stephen Goes. Let's meet the starting lineup for Eau Claire. In center field, number 4, Luke Erickson. Second baseman, number 7, Jack Kane. Shortstop, number 2, Dylan O'Connell. Third baseman, number 25, Gabe Richardson. First baseman, number 5, Sam Feck. Catcher, number 15, Jonah Hansen. Right fielder, number 18, Jack Redwine. Left fielder, number 6, Mason Koska. Designated hitter, number 12, Will Thibodeau. And pitcher, number 35, Henry Wilkinson. And now the starting lineup for Sheboygan. At shortstop, number 1, Alex Ames. In center field, number 7, Nick Herzog. Catching, number 15, Ian Mary. At first base, number 10, Caleb Somm. At second base, number 16, Dane Nikolai. In left field, number 12, Ty Voigt. At third base, number 14, Cooper Damrow. Designated hitter, number 17, Gage Hibelink. Right fielder, number 19, Tyler Shesso. And tonight's starting pitcher, number 26, Kyle Damrow. To honor America and those defending our freedoms, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats and headwear, place your hand over your heart for the singing of our national anthem tonight by the Sound Celebration Women's Chorus.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final game today of the 2022 Legion State AAA Baseball Tournament. Alongside the coach, Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin. We'll be bringing you our ball game tonight. This is a thank you to the Legion who sponsors these baseball teams. The American Legion is the largest wartime veteran service organization aimed at bringing patriotism across the U.S. through community service and devotion to mutual helpfulness. Their vision is veterans strengthening America. One way we do that is through the sponsorship of youth baseball. Tonight, we thank our veterans for their service to the United States and the support of such events. Thanks to the American Legion. A great organization, and this program is been a long time in existence, Chris. Do a shout out to our.
Said, right?
I'm sorry.
1925, right? Is what we said before.
Yeah, 1925 it started. The inaugural season was 26. Shout out to Meyer Foods. From the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street, Meyer is a proud sponsor of local sports teams across the Midwest. Whenever you shop Meyer, you help support your community, including local sports teams, museums, food pantries, and more. You support the biggest of big games and the littlest of little, and the hundreds of local sports teams across Wisconsin. Thanks to Meyer Foods for their sponsorship. Our sponsor for this game particularly is going to be Just Orthodontics. We'll be talking about them a little bit. Chris, this is a tough draw for the Sheboygan Legion.
Very tough. I think they got a break last night, but now we're going to step it up a little bit. Eau Claire is a very strong program. Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial, both powerhouses up north. Eau Claire North went to the state tournament. They were 24-3, and 4 of their top 6 hitters are from that team. So
we have 2 trivia questions, Miesfeld trivia questions. One does involve Eau Claire. The other one, of course, is going to be Sheboygan related. Also, on a interesting note, just about not even 2 weeks ago, Sheboygan's Legion team did beat this team, Eau Claire, by a 6-3 score. And from what I heard, Eau Claire was hitting rockets all over the field, but they were right at the Sheboygan players, and they were caught.
That's what makes baseball great.
Our umpires today, we have Mark Jandrin at home plate, Corey Scheffler on the bases, along with Ryan Kramer. Our game time weather report. It's gotten a little warmer, Chris, as the day has moved along. 81 degrees. Skies are clear, and the wind is not blowing very hard right now. So no wind moving out. Got all the preliminaries taken care of. Luke Erickson is the leadoff hitter. He's number 4 playing center field. Batting second is number 7, Jack Kane. He plays second. Playing shortstop is Dylan O'Connell. He's number 2. Batting fifth, number 25, Gabe Richardson. Richardson playing over at third base. Sam Feck wears number 5. He's playing first. Jonah Hansen is the catcher. He's number 15. Number 18 is Jack Redwine. Redwine playing out in right field. Mason Koska is the left fielder. He's number 6. And number 12, batting ninth, Will Thibodeau, the DH. The ball hit high out towards right field. And running in and making the catch is Tyler Shesau, last night's winning pitcher.
The entire roster of Eau Claire is all graduating seniors. And then you look at the roster for Sheboygan, and they only have 2 seniors. So a very youthful group from Sheboygan.
Yeah, quite a difference, that's for sure. Jack Kane is up next. In yesterday's, Kane had a great day. He was 3 for 3 with 2 walks. Also had 5 RBIs.
He's the 2-hitter for Eau Claire North, that 24-3 team as well. Likes that 2-hole.
Caleb Som is over at first base for Sheboygan. Dane Nikolai is playing second. Over at third is Cooper Damerow. And the shortstop is Alex Ames. Around the outfield, Ty Voigt is in left. Nick Herzog in center. We mentioned Tyler Shesau out in right. The catcher is Ian Mary. He's a good one.
Very good.
And pitching is Kyle Damerow. Nice hop there. And good hustle by Kane. Gets the base hit, infield hit.
Shortstop number 2, Dylan O'Connell.
Dylan O'Connell is next. O'Connell playing at shortstop again today. We talked a little bit last night about Sheboygan, and they have players that hail from all around the county. Kyle Damerow is from Howard's Grove. Pop up, the catch is made by Herzog out in center. 2 outs, 1 on for Eau Claire. Damerow trying to work a quick first inning. Well, you guys had a quick mover that last game, you and Jordan.
Shh. Yes, we did.
That was the last game.
Okay.
I noticed Jordan said something about the 6th inning. Bill was down on the other end. Not too happy about that comment, but everything worked out right.
That was me that started. I was knocking on wood, though, the whole time. Well, back here.
It's all done in a respectful way, Bill. We appreciate your efforts.
Lots and lots of off-speed stuff here.
That's okay, but once you get through the lineup 2 or 3 times, and by the 3rd time they start to catch up to some of that slow stuff. Or if you got a fast guy, then he can slow it up, right? Change speeds.
Yep. Keep them off balance. It's not always how hard you throw.
Pitch in the dirt. Good pitch to run on. Kane is going to get into second base easily. Give him a stolen base.
He's a quick one.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Richardson. Richardson playing third. That's where he was in yesterday's ball game. There's a screaming line drive out to left field. Throw comes in, cut off by the third baseman, Cooper Damerow, and Richardson has himself a single, and Kane holds at third. Brings up Sam Feck.
First baseman number 5, Sam Feck.
For Richardson, that single was his first hit of the tournament.
He hitting a 3-hole for that Eau Claire North team. Feck hitting a 4-hole for that Eau Claire North team. 24-3 in
Good
the spring.
baseball up there in Eau Claire.
Yep.
I mean,
Like I
throughout
said,
the
North
ages.
and Memorial were.
A lot of teams from up in that area went to the state basketball tournament too. And you look at that program they come out with each state basketball tournament. Eau Claire's got a ton of appearances at the basketball tournament. Good area for sports. Kane is on third. Richardson's on at first. Feck is the batter.
A couple years ago, they had the state hockey player of the year, and he was also the state baseball player of the year.
Boy, oh boy.
He's playing for the
I'm
Badgers
glad you're
now.
saying that now and CJ's not in the booth.
That was 2 years ago. He's a Badger hockey player.
Damro gets that breaking pitch in. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Feck. Eau Claire with that real good offense is threatening here in the first inning. That pitch evens the count at 2-2. Is that a spam call?
It's my brother from Colorado.
You're ignoring him? Come on, Chris.
Yeah.
I think all our fans out in internet land would like to hear that conversation. Hey, call, strike 3. Feck took it, and Damro gets out of the jam with the called strike 3 as we head to the bottom of the first. No score. Getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning. The battery for Eau Claire is Henry Wilkinson pitching and Jonah Hansen catching. The batting order for Sheboygan, we have Alex Ames at shortstop. Ames is number 1. Playing center field is number 7, Nick Herzog. Batting third is the catcher, Ian Mary. He's number 15. Caleb Som playing first base, number 10. Number 16 is Dave Nikolai. He's playing second base. Batting sixth is the left fielder, number 12, Ty Voigt. Batting seventh is the third baseman, number 14, Cooper Damro. The DH hitting in the 8th spot is Gage Hilbelink. He wears number 17. And batting ninth, number 19, the right fielder, Tyler Shesso. Tyler was the winning pitcher in last night's ball game. Wilkinson, a pretty big kid. Throws hard. Looping liner out into right field, a base hit. And Ames is going to settle for a single.
Good start.
Nick Herzog up next. Now, Chris, you saw North play a couple times this spring. I thought Herzog was a really good shortstop.
He was.
And
Very
I'm
good
surprised they got him playing center field. Alex Ames must really have something on the ball to take his spot at the shortstop position. Alex Ames played his high school ball past spring out at Howards Grove. Ames taking a bit of a lead over there at first. Wilkinson's pitch is down low. It makes it 2 balls and no strikes. There are no outs. There's a line drive foul. Our sponsor for this game is Just Orthodontics. All we do, all day, every day. Jordan only wishes you'd had that sponsor last game. Jordan, our director.
Herzog's a heck of a player too, Marty. Nick and Ian, both good players. Ian on deck. Ian, I believe, is going to Platteville to play.
Who's that?
Ian Murray's going to Platteville
really?
next year to play.
I think it was, remember if it was Coach Goes or Coach Nienhuis. During the spring when I was talking to him about Ian, they said he worked very hard in the off season on his catching, like making his throws down to second and blocking, all those kinds of things that help you to be a better defensive player. And Mary, a pretty good hitter, can drive the ball quite well.
Yep, he's on deck.
Yeah, he had 2 doubles last night. He's got those short little legs. He runs pretty fast, just doesn't get real far. Line drive on the hit and run. That's going to hit the gap and not go to the fence. But going all the way to third is Ames, and holding at first is Herzog with a hit and run single.
Good piece of hitting again. And Sheboygan is in business with their best hitter up.
Catcher number 15, Ian Mary.
Mary Stout. He looks the part of a catcher.
Good kid, too.
He is very nice. Very nice kid. Ian steps in. He's ready to hit. Wilkinson has given up a couple of hits to start the ball game.
Just the kind of start that Coach Goes wants when you come out of the gates and your first 2 guys get on base.
Now, do you think that was a called hit and run? I know when you coached, you told me you had hardly any signs.
We didn't hit and run at all. We straight stole or.
Did you have a take sign?
Oh yeah.
Ball in
stole,
the
we
dirt. Good
bunted,
stop by
we squeezed. We never hit and run very much at
Hansen,
all.
and holding on at first was Herzog. No chance for Ames to try and score from third. Say that again?
We had no hit and runs. Fake bunt steal, straight steals. Kiss, baby. Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid.
A kiss principle.
Baseball is a simple game.
It's kind of like football, if you can block and tackle, you can be a pretty good team.
Yep. We squeezed.
Would you say that high school baseball is mimicking pro ball in the fact that the art of bunting is they're going away from that?
Not in spring as much. I don't think so with the weather. I think they bunt it quite a bit.
Line
when it's
drive.
Cold, when it's cold and you got to scratch for runs in Sheboygan, I think you need to bunt.
Herzog was on the move on that pitch, and Mary fouled it off. Infield defense for Eau Claire is back at all the positions except for the first baseman who's holding Herzog. Any ground ball to the infield should score a run.
Great at bat.
Yeah, Mary hanging in there.
Knocking off pitches.
Dane Nikolai waiting on deck. Pardon me, Caleb Som waiting on deck. Wilkinson comes set and delivers. Another ball hit hard but foul. Oh, what'd that hit? It's in the dugout, pardon me, in the bullpen area behind the dugout.
Right center field gap here, Ian.
Wilkinson comes set again and delivers. Swing and a miss. Herzog steals second on that strikeout by Ian Mary.
First baseman number 10, Caleb Som.
Som had a tough night last night, Chris. He struck out 3 times. We need him to hit the ball right now.
Put the ball in play.
Wilkinson trying to work out of a jam. Runners on second and third now for Sheboygan with only 1 out. Wilkinson steps off, and his catcher Hansen is going to run out, and they're going to talk signs. Changing the signs, you think?
Yep. I believe so.
One ball and no strikes. There is 1 out. Som at the bat. Looking to get an RBI. Good eye by Caleb. Caleb hails from Oostburg.
Dad played for South.
So, does that mean the dad feels real comfortable being out in Oostburg with the red and white?
I think so, yep. Then again, you don't know if South's red and white anymore.
A lot of black.
Yep. It's kind of like the Bears now with all their orange.
Yeah, I don't care for that too much.
Me either.
Another foul ball by Som. He's getting some good licks. We got to put it in play, though, Caleb. Herzog's on at second. There's a fly ball out to deep right. Coming in hard is Redwine. He makes a catch, makes a strong throw. Did he catch that, Chris? Or did that drop for a hit?
Drop for a hit.
Base hit by Som. I thought he caught it.
Two lucky base hits. Poked in there to the right side.
I don't want to make excuses, but I think as he got near the foul line, this end pole that supports the big screen in front of us, it blocked my view. Certainly got a good jump on the ball to get there, but dropped in. Good piece of hitting by Caleb Som. Pitch high and tight to Dane Nikolai. Herzog's on at third. Som on at first with that RBI single. Still only 1 out. Good fastball by Wilkinson. Bouncing ball over to second base. Throw to second is out, but the relay throw to first is not in time. Nikolai's going to reach on a fielder's choice and get an RBI as Herzog scores from third.
Left fielder number 12, Ty Voigt.
Sheboygan has a 2-0 lead. Ty Voigt is up. Ty finished up the game on the mound yesterday. Chris went an inning and 2/3 and got the save. Nikolai taking a nice lead. Wilkinson blows the fastball by Ty. I got a baseballism shirt on too.
Oh, yeah?
That could be one of our trivia questions. How much is 6 plus 4 plus 3? What is it, Scott? Come on. You want him to look at you? Good swing that time by Ty, but he fouls it off. 6 plus 4 plus 3 is not 13, it's 2. It's a double play. Had to throw that one out there. We didn't want to hang on that one too long. Nikolai was on the move, but Ty Voigt fouled it off at home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. 2 runs in for Sheboygan. They've grabbed the early lead on
Couldn't ask for a better start.
No, I got that right. Who is that down there?
In the blue?
Yeah. I didn't
Which
see
one?
him. Huh?
Which one? On the right or the left?
The left.
Kurt Miller.
Okay. Fly ball caught. And that ends the first inning, but not before Sheboygan comes up with a couple of runs. They lead it after 1 inning, 2-0. Leading off the second inning for Eau Claire is going to be Jonah Hansen, the catcher. Sitting right below us is Kurt Miller, former catcher for Chris at North High. He was a good one.
Very good one. He was a warrior and took charge on the field. And
You know, I like the way he caught so much. I actually thought about buying him a baseballism one like Dare to Run. Or you've seen those, you know, where it deals with the catcher. But just couldn't pull the trigger.
yeah, he was.
Works for the fire department now.
Yep.
Damero's first pitch is in there for a strike.
Played on a state north team, I know.
So I'm umpiring a game behind the plate. Kurt's a catcher, and Charlie was pitching actually. Charlie Rushke threw one in the dirt, skipped right through Kurt's legs, hit me right in the leg on my shin guard, so it didn't hurt. But there were runners on base, And because the ball bounced right almost back to Kurt, he's able to pick it up and keep the guy on first base. And Charlie's on the mound. He's ready to make the next pitch, and I call time. Walk out in front of home plate, sweep it off, look at Kurt, and I said, hey, aren't you even going to say thank you? That ball is slugged out to right, racing over Shesso, and he makes a nice running catch.
Wow. Sheboygan dumps 2 in. Hansen slams one, and it's caught.
Somebody
Baseball.
just said that's baseball.
That's baseball. That's right. You don't have to have the biggest, the fastest. You just got to find the holes and pitcher just to throw it. You get a 21, 27 outs right to center field. Bam.
Jack Redwine is the next hitter. Jack playing out in right field.
Oh, he's stepping in the bucket too.
Yeah, Damro took a little off that pitch, and Redwine was way ahead of it. I'm going to swing. Sheboygan on top after 1 inning, 2-0. High fly ball out into left field. Voigt makes the one-handed grab. In Damro's first inning of pitching, he threw 21 pitches. Henry Wilkinson for Eau Claire threw 27. This should be a low pitch inning for Damro. If he can get this next hitter. Mason Koska. Thought it was the Brewers. I might need an announcer tomorrow.
I won't be around.
Chris will be back on Saturday.
Yep.
Do the championship game or games. Pitch comes in high. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the second inning. Mason Koska, the left fielder, is up. Mason had a home run yesterday, Chris. 3-1 pitch is in for a strike.
Last thing you want to do is get a walk here or give something up. Get an out here, and you face the 9 batter to start the next inning. There you go.
Full count now. 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt for ball 4. That's going to bring up Will Thibodeau, the DH. I can't tell you the number of times that Jordan and I were announcing this year Sheboygan A's baseball, the number of times the DH was in the 9 hole. It was actually quite amazing. You think at that level they could get some hitters to bat a little higher in the batting order. Koska taking a nice lead at first. Making the last call for 50-50. They had over $250 for the final game, Chris. We had a real nice crowd. There's a drive out to deep left field. Racing back is Voigt. Drifting, and he makes the easy catch near the warning track. But that's the end of the second inning. And Sheboygan still on top, 2-0. Cooper Damrow is going to lead off the bottom of the second for Sheboygan. Cooper is playing third base today. We're easily amused up here with some of these on-air reads. Jordan really got nailed in that second game, having to read almost a little over 2 lines, and I get a read that's not even half a line. Age has its privileges, Jordan.
We appreciate the sponsors.
We definitely appreciate the sponsors. But you know who we almost appreciate more than the sponsors, Chris? Our director. He does a good job. And he's a regular. He's going to be here all tournament along with Bill and Scott and Kelly and Mr. Martin. I think Caleb Som is a full-time. Not Caleb, Ryan Som is a full-timer.
I can hardly wait to come here on Saturday, see if you guys are talking to each other.
I was pretty amazed when I walked in the booth this morning and everybody was still talking to one another after one day. Keep it light, boys. Keep it light. 2-2 is the count to Damrow. Wilkinson delivers and again fouled off. Wilkinson gave up 3 base hits in that first inning and 2 Sheboygan runs.
Win the innings. That's what Sheboygan wants to do, is win every inning.
There's a hard ground ball.
This.
Gets through the right side of the infield. Damrow with a base hit.
The little engine that could.
Sometimes they talk about pitchers, and you know this, is sometimes for whatever reason, pitchers throw the pitch and the ball just seems to move for whatever reason. And I'm just wondering if Henry Wilkinson, when he throws his ball, they're coming in extremely straight. He's got fairly good velocity, it seems like. Gage Hilbelink is up, the DH.
Just getting two, getting the leadoff man on in 2 consecutive innings.
Pretty nice.
Like I said, win the innings.
Gage was out in left field last night. He's the DH tonight, like I said. Cooper taking a nice lead at first. So high bouncer to the third baseman. Richardson, second for 1. Relay to first, not in time. Good play by Richardson to get the lead out. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Tyler Shesso. I know North really struggled with their hitting this spring, Chris. I don't know if you heard anything about that.
Oh, yeah, I was there. Well, again, the weather.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, too.
Weather doesn't help, and the weather was poor again this spring. Sheboygan.
Wilkinson comes set and delivers. Line drive foul. Hilbelink was on the move on that pitch. He'll have to go back. Waiting on deck is Alex Ames, the leadoff hitter. The winner of this game will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against Manitowoc. The loser will play at 4 o'clock against Middleton. And we lost 2 teams today. Fond du Lac and Genoa City. We'll also eliminate 2 more games tomorrow. So paring down from 8 to 4 after 3 days. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. 2 outs now for Ames.
And this is where you don't mind running because if he doesn't get a stolen base, you lead off.
With your leadoff man.
Bingo. And you know, Coach Goes likes to run.
All right, Chris. Back when you were coaching.
Kind of looked like a balk. Yeah. Okay, Jordan. Thanks. Thanks. Jordan and I were watching the same thing. Thought we saw a balk.
Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry.
When you were coaching, you had coach's box, and I know that some of your signs had to do with where you were.
Moving.
Tried to make a swipe tag, did O'Connell, but he was not able to get Hilbelink, who slid in nicely with a stolen base. Good throwdown by Hansen, just a little bit off the mark. Ames with an RBI chance now.
Win the inning if you're Sheboygan.
That makes the count no balls and 2 strikes.
Another very productive inning, though, for taking pitches. And
Yeah, they're making Wilkinson work.
correct. May not seem like a lot, but all that body punches. Especially if you can get a base hit here. That was way too good for 0-2.
Hilbelink looks like he has very good speed. I think a hit to the outfield, Steve will be sending him. Try to get that 3rd run. Wilkinson comes set and delivers. Ball gets through. Hansen.
Seen a lot of that today.
The wild pitch or pass ball? What are we giving them, guys? Wild pitch, pass ball. Wild pitch, wild pitch. Chris gave him a pass ball.
Under his legs. Good job. Again. I did because it went under his legs.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know that we're official anyway.
If you go into the right or the left, then I would have given wild pitch, but since it's right over, didn't hit the plate, just. I guess you could
I
call
tend
it a
to
wild
agree
pitch.
with you.
I guess it's a wild pitch.
Ball in dirt, swung on and missed. Throw down by Hansen is in time, and that ends the 2nd inning for Sheboygan. After 2 complete, Sheboygan still on top, 2-0. Just Orthodontics. All we do all day, every day. Support our sponsors. Today we had Just Orthodontics, New American Funding, and Country Financial. Howard's Grove Lions, and BDS Fastener and Supply LLC. I thank them for their sponsorship of this tournament, along with our major corporate sponsor, Meyer Foods.
Top of the order here, Marty.
Yeah, Luke Erickson. 3 games tomorrow. First game starting at 1 o'clock. Jordan Lorenz and myself will be the announcers. Chris is on hiatus. Europe again?
Could be. Yeah, back by Saturday.
I think he's going to Denmark, but it's the one just north of Sheboygan. Visit Tommy.
Sweeping curve.
1-1 is the count. In Luxembourg. Go down to the museum. There's a healthy swing, a high fly ball out the center. Herzog retreating and makes the easy catch. Always nice to get that leadoff batter, Chris.
Yep. All curveballs, basically, and Eau Claire's struggling with them.
You know, it's time for a tease, Chris. We always tease the crowds with the little announcements. Remember, fans, in the 4th inning, we have the Miesfeld's Trivia. We'll have a question in the top of the 4th and one in the bottom of the 4th. Jack Kane takes that first pitch. Jack had an infield hit. Boy, he really hustled down that first base line to beat Damrow to the bag for the hit.
Tell you, Damrow just paints and swooping curves, and Claire is befuddled right now. Not sure what they're going to be seeing.
Damrow likes that breaking ball, doesn't he? One and two. Got 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Called strike 3 on Kane. Delayed call by the home plate umpire, but Sheboygan fans like it.
Second time. Eau Claire's been fooled by the
Dylan O'Connell is the next hitter. Sweeping curveball is outside. Sheboygan up 2-0. They scored 2 in the top of the 1st. Ames and Herzog scoring the runs. Som and Nikolai getting the RBIs. Another pitch up high.
first time I think he's been behind like this.
Not too much. Damrow has not been able to pitch a 1-2-3 inning yet. He had to face 5 batters in the first and only 4 in the second. Has a chance for 1-2-3 here.
Backdoor strike there on the outside. Again, tried to do that.
Herzog with 1 walk so far in the ball game and a couple of strikeouts. Both of them were called strike 3. Ball is hit up in the air. Second baseman Nikolai makes a catch, and that ends the top of the 3rd. When Sheboygan comes up in the bottom half of the inning, they're going to be up 2-0. sit out one game and it's all my fault. I understand.
Leading off for Sheboygan, center fielder number 7, Nick Herzog.
Nick Herzog is going to lead it off. Nick reached on a single, stole a base, and scored. Line drive out to right. That time he caught it, and I saw it. I saw it happen. He did catch it. But I'll tell you, the pole got in the way just just before.
Number 15, Ian Mary.
Mary is up next. Ian was a strikeout victim in the first.
Saw a lot of pitches, though. Hopefully that'll help him this time.
You're right, he did. Good point, Chris. Driving up that pitch count.
Notice the catcher there with the interesting stance. Marty, you ever have a lot of catchers that catch the ball like this kid?
Take a
Not
look.
this one. Oh, now this time he's not down. Watch where his leg goes.
No, rarely. Tony Pena,
Yep.
Pittsburgh.
Tony Pena, that's right. And, you know, that gives the umpire more of a view.
Yeah,
'cause
much
you're
lower.
not blocked.
I'd say the main problem that I had with the high school catchers was they didn't want to get up onto the plate. You know, they were way, way back. Bouncing ball over to third. Richardson making the AAA play, didn't come up with it. It'll be a E5. We got an error down here.
First baseman number 10, Caleb Song.
Caleb Som got a big hit in the first inning, an RBI single.
He's the one you couldn't see. The Psalm poke down the line. Does it again.
Nothing wrong with not being a pull hitter.
Nope. Put the bat on the ball, he did.
That's the main thing. It's a hard ground ball to Richardson
Jeez.
again. It bounces over his glove. He didn't play that one very well either.
We're going to give him an E on that one, too.
2 straight errors on the third baseman for Eau Claire.
That was terrible. Effort.
Second baseman number 16, Dane Nikolai.
Dane Nikolai is next. Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike.
Got to take advantage of this, Marty.
Good pitch by Wilkinson. You guys give him a hit? Okay. We'll change it. Helps the batting average for Sheboygan too. Ooh, foul ball off the net. Huh? Right. Yeah. It did take kind of a funky hop at the end, for sure. Yeah, that's the big thing. There's been talk about doing something with the field over the off season. Nikolai making them work too, Chris.
Got to take advantage.
Nikolai falls that pitch right off the mask of the catcher.
Well, the water all comes and drains here, for one. But did this used to be like a garbage area, or?
That I don't know if
You
it
don't
was a
remember?
dump site at one point.
The water all flows down
I know
here,
this
so-
whole area was called the Flats, and that term was not meant in a good way. Very undeveloped. Much different than it was 50 years ago, that's for sure. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nikolai. There's 1 out. We're in the 3rd inning. Sheboygan has runners on 1st and 2nd. Mary on at 2nd. Sam on at 1st. High bouncer right to the shortstop. Takes a high hop. He gets the throw over to 2nd for the force out. But Nikolai able to beat the relay. And now Sheboygan has runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs.
Good at bat, though. Again, I'll tell you what, the approaches for North Sheboygan has been very good.
They're certainly hitting the ball.
Well, and fouling balls off, and not swinging at some pitches.
Ty Voigt is up. Ty hit a fly ball out to left. That was caught by Kochka.
Forgot he had to go out of the stretch. Little bingo here. Would be big for Sheboygan.
Voigt takes that first pitch for a strike. Ty was 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI. And I mentioned earlier that he came in relief of Shesau and finished off the ball game, earned himself a save. Pitches, oh boy, way high. Run is going to score. In a rundown is Nikolai.
Another poor rundown defensively.
Lot of throws.
You know
And they
what?
finally
I
got
think
him.
Coach will take that.
Definitely. Ian Mary scores on a stolen base. And Nikolai is out 4, 3, 6, 3, 6. When are we going to stop, Chris? Sheboygan picks up a run in the 3rd. That's the main thing. It's the 4th inning, so it's trivia time. We're asking we're giving 2 trivia questions today, one in the top half of the 4th, one in the bottom half. This top half of the 4th question has to do with Eau Claire. Eau Claire has the 2nd most wins in state tournament play. How many? And we'll give you a range of 5 up or down. How many wins does Eau Claire have in state tournament play?
27.
Chris says 27. That's not part of the question. 33, 27 for Chris, 33 for Bill. How many wins does Eau Claire have in state tournament play? It's the 2nd most all time. 41. Jordan? Whoa.
Sunday.
In Chilton, they call that grapes, and that's exactly what that was. A nice hop right to the mitt of the shortstop, Ames, and he makes the play. How many? Jordan running through the years that Eau Claire has been in the state tournament, and it's been a bunch. I think it's over 40. So the question again was, Eau Claire has the second most wins in state tournament play. How many? 87 wins versus 78 losses. And Jordan, do you have how many times they played? A number? Okay, you'd have to count them, but it's been a bunch. Five times Eau Claire has been state champs. Jordan digging into the number of times they've been involved in state tournament play. There's one out. We're in the fourth inning. 44 times Eau Claire has made it to state. With they now have 88 wins. Of course, they'd have 45 appearances counting this year. They actually, if they win out, could hold the record for most wins. Strike three. Feck with a good rip, but he couldn't catch up to the pitch from Damrow. We'll have a question relating to Sheboygan's Legion team and the bottom half of the inning. Steve Goes coming out, wants to talk to the umpire about something. It's amazing what can happen to a glove when you're standing at short, huh, Chris? We had an A's game earlier. I think it was Justin Schnell was catching, and all of a sudden he pops out of his stance, runs over to the dugout, takes his glove, throws it over the dugout, and gets a new glove and comes back to home plate. Something obviously broke there. Same thing with Ames right here. Having a glove issue. Yeah, maybe he gave it to McClavick and he threw it over the dugout. Two outs in the inning. We're in the top of the fourth. Sheboygan on top 3-0.
Seventeen hits yesterday, huh, by Eau Claire?
Yeah, they were just
Let me tell you.
hitting the ball. I mean, look at some of
Damrow's
these
got them.
guys hitting. I mean, two
Yeah.
hits there, 3 hits, 4
Damrow's
hits,
just got them
triples, home runs,
confused.
doubles.
He's just got them
Bases loaded, double for 3 RBIs. I mean, it was just amazing.
eating out of his glove. I'll tell you. Like I said, you don't have to be the biggest, the fastest, and the strongest.
Whitey Ford for the Yankees proved that. He wasn't very big. All he did is win. Ball gets past Som out into right field for a 2-out base hit for Hansen.
Emphasis on 2-out base hit, though, Marty. No harm.
Here's something, we looked it up, Chris, I believe earlier today, about if you can re-enter. Were you part of that, or was that last night?
I was here.
Everything's kind of running together for me. But you can do a re-enter, but looks like there was nothing in there about courtesy runners.
Well, that's a different section if you want that.
Well, you don't have to look that up. Well, Claire has enough players. They could courtesy run for their catcher if they wanted. But, Chris, I think you mentioned this earlier in the day. Legion baseball is more traditional in terms of Major League Baseball. Try to follow those rules a little more closely. Redwine flew out to left his first time up. In yesterday's ball game, he had 3 hits. We're in the top of the 4th inning, final game of the day.
Boy, is Sheboygan outfield playing deep with 2 outs. Again, prevent that run from scoring.
Well, last night they didn't play nearly as deep, but they were up most of the ball game, 5-0 or 3-0. But they had the nice lead.
They can't handle the curveball, Marty.
That's what it looks like, and Dameron's got a good one so far here tonight. That pitch evens the count at 2-2. Hansen on at first base. There are 2 outs. Kyle Dameron pitching a nice ball game so far for Sheboygan. Scattered the Sheboygan Legion team sitting just outside the dugout. It's a 2-2 pitch again. Hung that curveball.
Don't. Oh, I wish you wouldn't have
Lined
done
it out
that.
to Herzog. He made a diving attempt. It got by him. A run is going to score. And the batter is going to dive into third base with a triple.
Had to keep that in front, Marty. I appreciate the effort, but you got to know the situation.
Nick Herzog trying for the catch. Didn't make it. Allowed Redwine to go all the way to third with a triple.
And they were playing pretty deep.
That with that score, Eau
Dumped it in.
Claire now makes the score 3-1, and becomes very important now for Ian Mary not to let any pitches get by him.
He's a rock.
Sure, the coaching staff will talk to Nick when he comes in. Ball fouled right off the mask of Ian Mary.
You can't fault the effort.
No, definitely not. But
Can't.
you know, it's like we said before in some of the basketball broadcasts. You know, you got to be smart in your effort.
Yep. Ooh, that was the one he wanted to hit.
Dameron goes up on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Redwine is on at third with a triple. Drove in a run.
Big run in the bottom of the third there. Stealing a run, literally.
Yeah.
Helps the cause here.
Bouncing ball out to short. Ames on the pickup.
There you go.
That ends the top of the 4th, but Eau Claire does get a run. After 3.5, Sheboygan up 3-1. Hansen throws the last warm-up pitch by Wilkinson down to second, and we're ready to start 4th inning action in the bottom half of the 4th. It'll be Ty Voigt It's also our Miesfeld's trivia question inning. We'll get that to you in just a second. Wilkinson's first pitch is up and in for a ball.
Win the inning. Win the inning. Get this one back here.
Two and 0.
See where Damrow just works around the plate. Wilkinson's been struggling all game. High pitch counts, giving up runs.
He had 59 pitches, Chris, in 3 innings. That's pretty high, almost right around that 20 mark. Not going to last very long with that many pitches per inning. Bouncing ball right back to Wilkinson. Very easy play. Miesfeld's Quality Meats. They offer They are a premier meat counter offering award-winning brats, hamburgers. They have fresh and smoked meats and much more. Our question for the bottom half of the fourth: who did Sheboygan beat to win the 2018 state championship? And the second part of the question is, who was the winning pitcher? Bouncing ball over to first. Nice play over to Wilkinson for the 3-1 putout.
Yep.
Scott, you should know this answer.
I know both of them, I think.
Because I asked you about it the other day.
Yeah.
2018,
Yeah.
who did Sheboygan beat in the state championship game, and
Yeah.
who was the winning pitcher?
I got them both.
Okay. Bill? No idea. It's not Mike Casper.
I know who it was.
Yeah.
Well,
Soccer.
Scott Witter and I were here though, or at the game though, so that helps. My son Tommy and I went up to watch it.
I just had a cruel thought. You know, what if Hillblink makes out? We might have to wait till the 5th inning to give the answer. Keep everybody on the edge of their seat.
I know what it is. I know who it is.
That pitch is in for a strike. It's 2-1 is the count. Are we ready for the answer, guys?
Yes, it was Eau Claire.
Who did Sheboygan beat to win the
Eau Claire
2018
and
championship,
Hendricks.
and who was the winning pitcher? They beat Eau Claire 5-2, and Nate Hendricks was the winning pitcher.
Nick Hendricksy. Yep.
Nate lives right across the street from me. I taught him everything he knows.
Did you know the answer?
I had it right here on my paper, yeah.
But did you know that he was the winning pitcher?
I knew it was Hendricks. I
Eric-
wasn't sure of the first name. That's where Scott helped me out the other
Eric
day.
Johnson pitched the first game, and they got blown out.
Called strike 3.
And then
We're
they
going
came
to have
back
to
and
come
won
back
the
for
second
Chris's
game.
comment about that. But at the end of 4 complete innings of play, Sheboygan up 3-1. Our sponsor for this game is Just Orthodontics. All we do, all day, every day. Just Orthodontics. If you got a sore back, go to Just Orthodontics. Will Thibodeau is going to lead off the inning for Marinette, for Eau Claire. Will did not play in yesterday's game. Damerow still doing a good job, Chris, of pounding the strike zone.
Getting ahead.
Bouncing ball.
Nice play. Another nice play. They're just doing what they have to do, Marty.
Cooper Damerow making that fine play. I thought when he took that last hop, taking a chance on a bad hop, but
Yep.
got a nice hop.
Yeah, when he retreated a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, the retreat.
Here's the top of the order. If you can go here, you may not see the top anymore.
Yeah,
Keep cruising here.
yeah, very good point. Eau Claire not turning over the lineup. This is Erickson. We're in the 5th inning. Only
Claire.
his 3rd at bat.
0 for 5 with getting their leadoff guys on.
Erickson got up to bat 6 times yesterday in the ball game. So far in the ball game, Eau Claire has 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Sheboygan 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors.
That's
Damerow
another
delivers that pitch. Herzog has a beat on it. He'll make the catch. When I watch Herzog in the spring, Chris, playing shortstop, boy, he looked really comfortable there. He looks just as comfortable out in center field.
Yeah, he's a good baseball player.
Herzog graduated this year. Ian Mary also, along with Gage Hilbelink. A lot of players coming back for the Sheboygan Legion team.
Another first pitch strike.
There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th. Kyle Damerow pitching a dandy.
See,
You're right about that breaking pitch. They're not hitting it.
No, they're all way out. They don't have the timing. They're not seeing the pitch. Their timing is off. And so I said, fly ball, fly ball, fly ball, lazy fly balls.
Hey, let me ask you this. As I've been doing the pitch counting for Steve in the spring, they call the game from the dugout. Did you do that?
Nope. Only certain pitches or certain situations or certain sometimes we did. Schmitty would call them for us, but
How about Garrett Rivest?
Garrett Rivest. No,
He's one of the assistants for Steve.
He never.
now.
Yeah.
He was with you, wasn't he? Or not?
He
at
never.
all?
He played for me, but he
Okay.
never
All right.
coached with me.
Another pitch way outside that time.
We would call pitches or have signals, but only on.
I remember
certain
coaching at
batters
Chilton
and
one time.
bats.
I tried calling a couple, and I had a senior catcher at the time, and he wanted to call the pitches, so I wasn't going to fight with him about it. And he did a good job. He was a good catcher.
Just certain situations or batters or pitches or
Right. I understand what you're saying.
event situations.
It wasn't something you did all the time.
Nope. We'd sit on the bus though rides and we'd sit and talk to pitchers and catchers.
Breaking pitches just a bit outside. Makes it count 3-2 now to Jack Kane. There are 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Sheboygan on top 3-1. It's been a very nicely played ball game. Swing and a miss. Damerow pounding the strike zone, and he has a 1-2-3 inning. his second of the ball game. After 4.5, Sheboygan on top, 3-1. In games earlier today, Marshfield prevailed over Genoa City 6-5 in what was a 9-inning game. Very exciting. And then equally exciting was Middleton's win over Fond du Lac 10-9. Another very exciting game.
Walk-off.
A walk-off. And then in our first game in the winners bracket today, Manitowoc defeated De Pere by a score of 5-3. And here in the last game of the day, Sheboygan is leading through 4.5 innings, 3-1. It's been a good day of baseball. Wilkinson still has a little zip on that fastball, Chris. Rousing rendition, a roll out the barrel before we started the bottom half of the fifth. We'll be back here tomorrow doing it again starting at 1 o'clock. Paul, strike 3 on Chesso. That's the 5th strikeout for Henry Wilkinson. Henry hanging in there, pitching a nice ball game. Got in a little trouble in the first, but he's pitched pretty effectively after that. Only allowed one more run, and that was not all his fault. Alex Ames takes that pitch for a strike. Alex is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Chris, you'll be missed tomorrow and Friday. Enjoyed having you up here today.
It's fun to be at the park, Marty.
Especially when the weather is this nice.
Yeah, seeing some coaches and
hey, by the way, do you have some
players
ballpark food?
oh yeah,
Yeah, pretty good.
oh yeah.
Sessions are good.
Yep, and umpires here
Yeah.
today, and coaches and former players and parents, and
It's like going home again. 3-1 is the count to Ames. We're in the bottom of the 5th, only one out. Sheboygan trying to build on their 2-run lead. Pitch is outside for a ball. Ames is on.
Gets ahead and then loses them.
Nick Herzog.
That just leads to trouble when you got Herzog and Murray coming up. Ames, watch for him to be on the move.
Herzog was 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI single.
And you can
He's
be
got
on
a
the
hit
move
today.
when you're winning.
Yep.
Take the chance.
Wilkinson knows the situation. He drives Ames back to first.
Get that first strike and then a walk. Walks and errors.
Coming into the inning, Wilkinson had 69 pitches. That's through 4. Kyle Damrow has 79 pitches through 5 innings. That pitch right down 8th Street for a strike.
You know, we haven't seen a double play all day, like a typical, like 6-4-3. We've seen some outfield or line drive double plays.
Yeah, we
We've
had
not
that
seen-
one. Was it Bauman made a strong throw to second? Bouncing ball up the middle.
Bad spot.
The runner on second is safe.
Should have been
Ames.
2.
Yeah, all you do is catch the ball, step on the bag, and throw to first. Didn't quite happen that way. Ames on the steal attempt took the fielder right to the bag, and that's what made it.
Now, if I'm Eau Claire here, he would be walking down the line. There's no way I would let Ian Murray beat me here.
Ames with good speed is on at second. Anything hit to the outfield, he'll have a chance to score.
I would not be pitching to him.
Throw was high, and Ames steals third. Two outs, man on third. Wilkinson,
Now I would probably face him with the before he had first base open.
a great stop by Hansen. I think Wilkinson owes Hansen at least a hamburger on that stop, saving a run.
This could be a big run. This could be the start digging the hole.
Ian Murray. Fly ball out to
That's
deep right.
deep.
Racing back. And not making the catch. Ian is rounding second. He's going to head to third. And he's in standing with a triple, an RBI triple. Redwine making a diving attempt in right. Couldn't catch up to it.
It's huge. It's a huge run. You do not face Ian Murray there.
You know, we were talking about North not hitting in the spring ball, and you mentioned about the weather. Well, the weather is beautiful now, and they're hitting.
Well, and Ian Murray hits all the time. That's just not a. That's just a
Caleb again trying to shoot that
out
ball out to right field. He
That
fouls
would
it
have been
off.
an easy decision to walk in. I would have walked him right away.
Caleb Som, by the way, is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and another opportunity to drive in a run. It's 4-1 Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, 4-1. Big.
Infield is deep for Eau Claire.
Now, I'll say another thing. I would not have stolen third base with Ian Murray up either.
Yeah, why would you steal third if you're going to hit a triple?
Well, I would not have stole that base either. Not when you got your best hitter up.
You know what I'm thinking? Why they're stealing third is they're hoping he throws it out in the left
That's
field
what I
and then
think he
just
was
get up and
hoping.
score. There's a base hit out in the left field. Saw him pull that ball too, Chris. First time all night. RBI single. Ian Mary scores. And the Sheboygan now up 5-1. Nikolai is the next hitter. He's a Sheboygan Falls kid.
And I think get your knives and forks out because Wilkinson's cooked. He's done. He should not. Time for relief. You got to stop the bleeding. It's not working.
Doesn't look like there's anyone warming up in the
Nope.
bullpen area for Eau Claire. That's usually not how it works. You usually bring somebody in that's already out there to pitch, but
Sometimes you do, but
might be a little different. They've got a lot of
Oh, yeah.
substitutes on the bench. We had a game yesterday. I don't remember which one. Maybe Jordan will remember, but the team that won that particular game scored in 6 of the 7 innings. And they maybe had 2 runs in one of the innings, but that's kind of what Sheboygan is doing here. It's they've scored in 3 of the 5 innings so far. 91 pitches now for Henry Wilkinson. Yeah, I should look. I've got that sheet right here. They scored in 5 of the 7, but of those 5 innings, they had 4, 3, and 4, plus a 2 and a 1. They were just racking up the runs yesterday. Another pitch in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Jonah Hansen. Hansen's made a couple of nice plays behind home plate during this game. He's going to be close to the 100 pitch mark by the time we're done with this inning. It'll be interesting to see if they bring him out for the 6th inning, if he can work his way out of this one. Saw him on the move. Called, strike 3. Nikolai takes that pitch, and that ends the 5th inning for Sheboygan, but not before they tack on another run. They now lead Eau Claire 5-1. Dylan O'Connell is going to lead off the 6th inning against Kyle Damrow. After 5 innings of play, Henry Wilkinson has 94 pitches. Damrow 79. That was his 80th pitch
here.
of the game.
He's cruising. And again, another first pitch strike. Coach Goes could not be more happy what he's getting from his starting pitcher. Totally confusing Eau Claire's offense.
That ball is hit out into deep left center field, racing back. And playing it off the wall is the center fielder, Herzog. His strong throw to the infield keeps O'Connell at second with a leadoff double.
Third baseman number 25, Gabe Richardson.
That brings up Gabe Richardson. Gabe has a base hit. He's 1 for 2.
Runner means nothing. Get the batters. If you're a Sheboygan, Eau Claire needs to mount a rally. That's a shot
There's a
too.
drive. I think that's going to go foul. Yes, it does. Just barely.
Some of them curveballs hanging a little too high now.
Sheboygan scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th.
Big ones too. Like I said,
Yeah, that Mary triple was a dandy. And then
clutch.
Caleb Somm, his 2 base hits prior to that last one were out to right field. That time he pulled the ball and got it into left field for a hit. Drove in another run. 3 singles, 3 RBIs. He might be our player of the game.
Just a long strike, you tell your pitcher there. Just strike one. You know it's a well-struck ball. It's just a strike.
Damerow's pitch a dandy so far. We're in the 6th inning. Sheboygan's on top. Damerow's only issued 1 walk.
Got him in a
Ball is
poke at
popped
it.
up. Somm makes the catch.
And he doesn't even run down the line.
That's not
It
good.
just irritates me. It just irritates me.
4 strikeouts for Damerow to that 1 walk, so that's a good
How c-
ratio.
You're a 18-year-old kid. You can walk down the line. Watch more TV. Ugh, it just bugs me, Marty.
It bugs me too. Run it out. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
How about if you run so fast, maybe you're going to end up on second base if he drops it. Damerow with a good breaking ball in there for a strike. Sam Feck is up. Feck 0 for 2 in the ball game. Damerow has baffled the left-handed hitters for Eau Claire so far. A breaking ball has given them trouble, like Chris mentioned. No balls and 2 strikes to Feck. There's 1 out. O'Connell still on second base. We're in the top of the 6th inning. This is a winner's bracket game. The winner moves on to play Manitowoc tomorrow. The loser will drop into the loser's bracket side and play Middleton. Hanging curveballs drilled down the right field line.
This one's
Fair.
gonna stay fair.
Chesau makes a good play and a strong throw to the infield to keep Feck on at first base, but Eau Claire does score a run. It's now 5-2.
Catcher number 15, Jonah Hansen.
No problem. No problem. Limit the damage. They are starting to rip them a little bit, though. 3 good shots in the
Yeah,
inning.
he got Feck the first 2 times, striking him out, but I don't think he's pulling down on his curveball quite enough. It's hanging a little bit. That double that O'Connell hit, that was a hanger.
What about the one down the left field line? That was
That was
just
a hanger.
Foul. That's put a
That could
charge
be out of
in.
here. Drops at the base of the wall. Strong throw in by Herzog, but Eau Claire rallying. They now have a run in and runners on second and third and only one out. Another double, that one by Hansen. Redwine is up next. Redwine hit a triple. Steve Goes coming out. Going to be some changes made, that's for sure.
Well, I see Drew Witter. So Drew Witter's going in to play second or short.
Good job by
something.
Damerow.
Third. Okay, they're going to bring Damerow for Damerow maybe. And then Drew will play third. Drew Witter.
Drew Witter is Scott Witter's son. Scott, of course, up here running the scoreboard. Likes to see his son in the ball game.
Well, he's going to be at third. I think they're going to move the other Damerow. Limit the damage. You can allow one more run, but 2 more runs, then it gets a little scary.
Kyle Damerow went 5 1/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts.
It was
He's
outstanding.
so far allowed 2 runs. They're both earned, but he's also responsible for the 2 runners that are on base. Who's the kid warming up? Who is it? Dane Nikolai moving from second base to a pitcher.
And Damerow's moving from third to second.
Did Witter come in for Hilbelink then?
No, Hibbling came in for Damerow, the pitcher.
Isn't Drew Witter in the game?
Yeah, but Hibbling can still DH. Hibbling can still DH.
Yeah, I know that, but he's got to come in for somebody.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, no. No, he goes right here where Damerow was. So he comes in for Damerow. So
I thought Cooper moved to second base.
okay, Drew's at second.
Drew Witter in at second base in Cooper Damerow's spot. Dane Nikolai. That's what I said before.
Witter.
Fielder number 18, Jack Redwine.
That's where Witter is, and Cooper. He's for the other Damerow, the pitcher Damerow.
Right.
Limit the damage.
Yep. Nikolai on.
Limit the damage.
First pitch is a breaking ball out of the strike zone. Eau Claire has 3 hits in the inning. A double by O'Connell. He has scored. A single by Feck drove in O'Connell, and then we had the double by Hansen, and that's where the runners are now, second and third.
Let's get an out. If you're Sheboygan, if you're Eau Claire, I think you'd be swinging here.
5-2, Sheboygan's on top. There's a line drive out of the left field. That's going to drop and
trouble.
roll to the warning track. Ty Vogt picks it up and throws it in, and it's a 2 RBI double by Jack Redwine. He's having a day, a triple and a double to his credit.
Yeah, they had the shift on, and there was nobody home.
Left fielder number 6, Mason Casca.
3 runs in the inning. It's now 5-4 Sheboygan, only up 1. Mason Casca up, and still only 1 out. That finishes Kyle Damrow's line. We'll give you that after this pitch. Damrow went 5 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts.
Pitched very, very well.
Yeah, he's still in line to be the winner.
Hung a couple here in this inning.
Well, I mentioned it at the beginning, Chris, when you don't have a whole lot of speed and you depend on your breaking ball, that's great, but when teams start to see you second and third time through the order, they get used to that and they start to hit a little better.
If you're Sheboygan, you got to remember you're winning.
That's right, that's important.
You got to get outs. Just get 2 more outs.
Ball's hit to straightaway center field. Herzog racing back. He's got it. Tagging up and moving to third base. Throws offline is Redwine. But now there's 2 outs.
Good play there. Got an out.
Designated hitter number 12.
It's up to the 9 hitter.
Will Thibodeau, the number 9 hitter in the order, and DH is up. Big inning for Eau Claire, 3 runs. Nikolai's first pitch is in there for a strike.
I don't know what he was looking at there. That was a good pitch.
We're in the 6th inning. It's been a very entertaining game. Sheboygan able to build a 5-1 lead, but Eau Claire fighting back, scoring 3 so far here in the top of the 6th to make it 5-4.
You got him now. Something out of the zone here. He'll chase. See?
Good job by Nikolai to get over the bag and beat Thibodeau there, and that ends the 6th inning, but not before. Eau Claire scores 3 runs after 5.5 innings of play. Sheboygan up 5-4. Beat you to the punch, Jordan. Ty Voigt will be leading off the 6th inning. Sheboygan still with the 1-run lead, but
Very surprised.
Claire fighting back.
Wilkinson still in the game, Marty.
Wilkinson still in the game with his now 95 pitches.
Yeah, I
He had
just
94.
If you're Eau Claire, you want obviously interesting next 6 outs.
Yeah, for sure. Sheboygan has the 1-run lead, like I mentioned. Eau Claire has 3 outs left to work with. Line drive, ranging over and making the stop. And the play is Kane. Good play by that young man.
Yeah. Very good chance for it to get through there. Good hustle. That was that speed you talked about him before.
Right,
He
Jack
needed it
Kane.
there because that easily could have been a hit.
Drew. Cooper Damro's up. Line drive, base
That
hit
one
to
did get
right. Nice piece of hitting there by Damro. Cooper, Howard's Grove kid,
Witter.
brings up Drew Witter, making his first appearance in the state tournament.
Watch for Damro to be on the move. 99 pitches or 98? Good at bat here by Drew. Could knock him out.
Drew takes that first pitch for a strike.
Good decision. Take the pitch. Keep his numbers up.
Steve goes giving signs over in the third base
Damro.
coach's box.
I don't know if I'd want to send him here either, though. I don't know if I want. I'd rather lead off with my leadoff hitter. If he gets thrown out.
Wilkinson drives
And
the
Drew
base
does.
to the bag.
Then you got to lead off with your 9 hitter. And those are all the things you got to think about.
Yeah, right.
I always wanted my leadoff hitter, so if he does get thrown out, and Drew doesn't successfully get a hit, or
There's
you're
one
leading
out.
off with your 9th if Eau Claire would tie it.
There's one out. Drew Witter batting. He's got a strike on him.
Good shot.
Shoots one out to right field, a base hit. Good job by Drew.
Cooked. He's cooked. He's
Sitting
cooked.
around, right alongside of us, his dad, Scott Witterboy. His chest is pumping out now, man. He's pretty happy. Good piece of hitting. Kelly pops in. She's happy.
Right fielder number 19, Tyler Shesso.
Too late, baby. It's too late. Let's see if Sheboygan now clutches up.
Mark Fanitz coming out. He's going to make a change. And you're right, Chris. It might be too late.
Cannot allow a run there. You just knew he didn't have it anymore. And if you're Eau Claire, you got pitching. You got program that's deep and athletes, and gotta trust somebody to come in. And this guy's got a little zip to it, so again, I don't understand why he waited. Whew. This guy, he's a.
Do we get a name? Who's pitching?
Now pitching for Eau Claire, number 2, Dylan O'Connell.
I don't know if they're just trying to save him or
Dylan O'Connell moving from shortstop to pitcher.
he's got a little pop on his
Yeah,
ball.
definitely.
Now playing shortstop, number 25, Dean Richardson. Into the game to play third base, number 9, Nolan Coyle.
Henry Wilkinson went 5 1/3. He gave up 9 hits, walked 1, struck out 6. He's given up 5 runs so far. Of those 5 given up, 4 of them
Well,
are
and I thought he
earned.
did, very well to get through,
Where he
the
did,
5
yeah.
innings. You got enough out of him to throw him out there again in another, this situation, especially after a long inning on offense.
Right, yeah.
I mean
Sitting on
just
the bench
a lot
a long
of
time.
things to
Chesau
I'll tell you,
takes
O'Connell, he brings it a little bit. So
he's been easily the hardest throwing pitcher in this ball game so far.
yeah, but this is probably the guy I would have started the inning because we got to put the goose egg up for Sheboygan. Tell you, Sheboygan can scrape one here.
Chesau is up. There's runners on first and second for Sheboygan with only one out. We're in the bottom of the sixth.
The Wildwood magic here for Sheboygan. Fake punt steal. Oh, boy. That was not the right decision, and you can complain if you want, but he was out.
Nice throw by Hansen down to third. He looked safe. Looked like he might have beat the tag, but
Paul was there
the
first.
base umpire called him out, and you're right. That's a key thing. The ball beat him. There's 2 outs. Sheboygan still with the runner in scoring position. Witter be running like the wind if there's a base hit by Chesau. Pitches up high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sheboygan up by a run. When Eau Claire comes up in the top of the 7th, their last at bat, they'll have the top of the order, 1, 2, 3, Erickson, Kane, and O'Connell. That strike evens the count at 2-2.
I don't know what he's trying to do there. You got to be ready to swing. That was a high strike, but it's got to be ready to hit. Little bingo right here for
Timeout called by Chesau at the plate.
good decision.
Dylan O'Connell moving from his shortstop position over to pitcher. He hasn't even retired a batter and has gotten an out. Pitch is outside.
Find a way. Find a way to.
3-2 pitch coming up. Alex Ames, the leadoff hitter, is waiting on deck. Boy, he'd love to get up with runners on first and second.
Yep.
Pitch is high. Chesau draws the walk. Sheboygan still in business.
If you watch the pitcher there, Marty O'Connell, he's looking at second base. You know, and again, instead of focusing on getting the pitch over the plate, he's looking at the runner, then throws home on a 3-2 count. Can't worry about the runner on that. You just got to get the out. Brings the top of the order up.
Ames is 1 for 2 with the walk.
And he's all over the place. Could have the bases loaded right now.
Yeah, you're right. We didn't need that attempted steal of third, did we?
Looking at him and again.
High and tight.
See, again, looking at the runner while he's already coming forward. He's not focusing on the target of the catcher. He's all over the place. He's got to focus on his target, look at the runner, and then focus on the target, not all at the same time while he's moving.
Middle infielders are pinching the runner at second base. And a pitch gets away from Hansen. Both runners will move up for Sheboygan. Give Hansen a pass ball.
I think you need the next option. If you're Eau Claire, if he walks him here.
Drew Witter's on at third base. He needs to be ready for anything that gets by the catcher.
Yep.
Chesau with good speed is out at second base.
Well, he's taken here. He's not swinging. I'd take another pitch.
3-1.
Put it in the hands of the umpire on a 3-1 pitch. Got one more strike after that. Woo!
Just out of the strike zone, and Ames draws a walk, and the bases are loaded for Sheboygan.
Ooh.
And Nick Herzog up.
That looked pretty good. Well,
Herzog has had a nice game so far tonight.
back out of the windup. See if that's what changes things. It does.
Sheboygan threatening to build on their one-run lead.
Punch one in here, and you're looking good. Whew, good
Herzog
swing.
fouls that off. Oh, he sits 0-2. He'll have to battle at the plate.
Yeah, that was a good cut, though, Marty. Liked this cut. We've basically not seen anything but fastballs, Marty, so buckle up your chin strap. Here comes a little action.
Bouncing ball to third. Nice play by the third sacker, and he throws across for the out. Richardson making the play. And that ends the sixth for Sheboygan. When we enter play in the seventh, it'll be Sheboygan with the one-run 5-4 lead. Getting ready to start seventh inning action. Sheboygan with the one-run lead.
Good news is you got the one-run lead, Marty. You only need 3 outs. Bad news is you got to face the top of the order.
Yeah, Luke Erickson is going to lead it off. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game.
3 simple outs. That's all you need here. They can hit all their shots they want right to their Sheboygan players. Thought Richardson almost bobbled that ball too at third there. That wasn't an easy play.
Yeah, really.
He was nervous.
A lot
That's
of
the
pressure on
situation.
that kid, and he
Yeah.
came through.
Yeah, he did. You get nervous. Tommy used to say that, oh my gosh, when it's a close game, I don't want the ball, nobody wants the ball hit to him.
Right, just strike him out.
Good job. Throw that first pitch. That was perfect. Always the first pitch. A lot of those today by the Sheboygan pitchers.
Where's the pitcher? Dane Nikolai. Second pitch is out of the zone.
Erickson 0 for 3 with 3 fly ball outs.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Erickson. Nikolai trying to close it out. Last night it was Ty Voigt who did it. It's Nikolai tonight.
I'll say that Nikolai looks very composed out there.
This is a pitch you want to make it happen, 2-2.
Good pitch. Nice inside corner there. Can't do much with the pitch. Erickson fouls it off. Good job by him.
Infield is deep at all positions. Outfield is straight away. There's a ball
There's a
out to
lazy
center
fly
field.
ball.
Herzog has got the call and the catch. Nice to get that leadoff hitter out.
He's done that 4 times today, just Erickson.
Brings up Jack Kane.
Strikeout victim his last 2 times up.
Nikolai's
wants-
first pitch is strike.
I don't know what they're sitting on.
That's the 6th inning where they got the leadoff guy out.
And the only time they got the leadoff on was in the 6th. But I'll tell you, those first pitches are right down the chute.
It's a 1-1 pitch by Nikolai. Is in there for a strike.
I don't know what Eau Claire's looking for.
Kane is hugging home plate, Chris. He's right on top of
Yep.
there, and those pitches on the inside corner are tough for him to catch
Yep,
up with.
I
and,
agree with you. Those are good pitches. Now he's going to come back in, Marty.
Yes, make it a strike. Kane is 1 for 3 in the ball game. He struck out a couple of times after getting that hit in the first inning. Hits that ball hard right past Nikolai and Witter out into center field.
A little bit too much that time of the plate, I thought. Wanted to go in, but it kind of dove back into the plate as opposed to the other ones.
That brings up Dylan O'Connell. O'Connell moved from shortstop to pitcher. He doubled to lead off the 6th inning.
He had a deep ball to center.
You got to keep an eye on
Gap.
Kane also. He's a base stealing threat.
Now Murray's got a rifle. Once again, do you want to flirt with Murray? You did it at the plate. You want to deal with him there? I wouldn't. I would let my batters hit.
They certainly did some hitting in that 6th inning, collecting 4 base hits. Ball is hit up in the air.
I got an 8 down
Herzog
already.
racing back and over and makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. That brings up Gabe Richardson. I would think that you'll get Kane on the move. What do you think, Chris? Trying to get him in scoring position with 2 outs.
Now it's possible. 10 fly ball outs for the Sheboygan pitchers. Just lazy fly balls. Let them hit it where they, hard, but we got fielders out there. Defense has got to be way back now, Marty. Nothing in the gap.
Right field and center field are pretty deep. Left field, Vogt not real deep out there.
That's
There's
a
another
game.
pop up on the infield. Sam making the call
How about that?
and the catch. Sheboygan wins it.
Magic of Wildwood Park for Sheboygan. There's something to be said about it.
Sheboygan wins at our line score tonight. Eau Claire, 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Sheboygan, 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The win goes to Kyle Damrow. The save goes to Nikolai. The losing pitcher is the Eau Claire starter, Henry Wilkinson. Sheboygan advances. They will play Manitowoc at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Eau Claire will play Middleton tomorrow in the 4 o'clock game. What a ball game. Sheboygan a winner 5-4. Thanks for watching, everybody. For my partner Chris Wright and our director Jordan Lorenz, I'm Mike Martin saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.